Good morning, Auburn High School. It's Tuesday, February 16th, a blue day. I'm Leanne Reynolds.
And I'm Savia Mahone, and you're watching AHS Today.
Today we'll be catching up with Cameron Farr and Dakota Bowen on Newsflash.
Also, we'll be seeing Julie Mann and Lexi Beasley on Shoutout.
But before we can get to that, I'll give you the top of the morning. French Club and French Honor Society are selling carnations today during all lunch waves. Elliot Dansby from Stanford University will be here today to meet with committed seniors and interested juniors. The session is scheduled for 10 a.m. in the multimedia room, and Mr. Tyndall will take attendance at the event. If you scored above a 30 on the English portion of the ACT and you are going to be a senior next year, you are eligible for the English 102, English 12 dual enrollment class. Be sure to see your counselor for more information. Attention NTHS members, there are numerous community service options available and have been posted on Remind and Schoology. Please see Ms. Eccles if you have any questions. Kayla Dozier from Troy University will be here on Wednesday, February 17th to meet with committed seniors and interested juniors. The session is scheduled for 10 a.m. in the multimedia room, and Mr. Tyndall will take attendance at the event. If you are interested in being part of the color guard that performs with the marching band next school year, then come to the color guard auditions from February 29th through March 3rd in the new gym from 3:45 to 5 p.m. No experience in band or with flags is required. For more details, pick up an information packet that includes required forms and teacher recommendations this week from Mr. Cawthorn in the band room. And that's the top of the morning.
So this Friday, we will be attending the Alabama Scholastics Press Association, also known as ASPA, which is a convention for mass media students all across Alabama. So basically, it's just a state championship for mass media students. So Leanne, what do you have to say about that? Like, are you excited or anything?
I'm very excited. We do have to be on a bus at 5 a.m. in the morning, so that'll be hard for me, but I'm very excited. It'll be a really good experience.
Now let's go learn some more about the presidential election with Cameron Farr and Dakota Bowen on Newsflash.
Hey Auburn High School, my name is Cameron Farr, and this is Newsflash, your weekly report of news from around the world. This week, we're covering the 2016 presidential race following the New Hampshire primary. Donald Trump led the Republican vote with 10 delegates, while Bernie Sanders led the Democratic vote with 13 delegates. Let's go to Dakota on location as he talks to some of you about your thoughts on the story.
So the New Hampshire primaries are important because they are the first set of primary contests in our nation's nominating system. Iowa actually went first with their caucuses system a couple of weeks ago, but New Hampshire is unique and important because they're the first primary system. More people tend to participate in primaries, and that was certainly the case this time around in New Hampshire. They had record turnout, they had long lines at polling places, a lot of interest in the election on both the Republican and the Democratic sides. One of the things that's unique about New Hampshire is how many candidates they actually had on their ballots. New Hampshire citizens are very proud of their state's tradition in being first. They like the attention. They expect to meet candidates multiple times personally before they make up their mind. Many of them don't make up their mind until the days right before the vote, maybe even a couple of hours before they go vote. They're famous or infamous for that, however you want to look at it. This year, Donald Trump had a huge victory there. I think the primary result was more notable on the Republican side for the fact that it kept Marco Rubio from being able to consolidate people around the establishment side of the Republican Party. So you're going to see that drag out into South Carolina and Nevada.
Thanks, Dakota. That's your news for this week. We'll be back in a flash.
Now we'll see who Lexi Beasley and Julie Mann are shouting out on Shoutout.
I wanna scream and shout and let it all out, and scream and shout and let it out. We saying oh, we oh, we oh, we oh. We saying oh, we oh, we oh, we oh. I wanna scream and shout and let it all out, and scream and shout and let it out. We saying oh, we oh, we oh.
Hey, I'm Julie.
And I'm Lexi, and this week we're starting our shout out by shouting out the debate team for traveling to Mountain Brook for their competition.
Thank you, Lexi and Julie. Now I want to shout out to all the students who did well on the PSAT. Shout out to Camille Franks for winning All-State in 3 events.
Shout out to the boys indoor track team for winning state.
Thanks, Camille. Shout out to the boys basketball team who beat Smith Station on Thursday and move on to the playoffs.
Thanks, AHS. What's your shout out?
Now let's go check out the outrageous Teague sisters with lunch.
Did someone steal your home lunch again?
No, today they surprisingly didn't.
Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't blame them for stealing your ratchet home lunch. Ratchet is how the young people would say, like, not cool. And in fact, if I were another teenager, I would probably want to throw hands, which means fight. And also, for lunch, we are having fish sandwiches and also, I believe, some chicken nuggets. So,
You should try that.
No, I'm never going to have a school lunch.
Thanks for tuning in. That's AHS Today.
Please stand for a pledge of allegiance and observe a moment of silence.